What's up, y'all? It's your boy AJ, and this is 2018's final episode of AJ Reacts 2. Today, we're going to be counting down my all-time favorite movies of 2018. So let's go! Alright, y'all, so 2018 has some awesome movies. It made it really hard to choose. But I'm going to start with number 10 and go down to number 1, starting with my least favorite of the bunch. Number 10, Incredibles 2. Incredibles 2 was highly anticipated, and I grew up with Incredibles. And seeing it come back for a sequel was super exciting. And I really enjoyed this film. There was action, adventure, family drama that was relatable, but there were some things that were a little off-putting about this movie. I felt like as a family film, it was a little dark and geared more to the adults, and I think the villain was a little bit darker than they needed it to be. Overall, I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Number 9, Haloween. After I just got done talking about things being dark. But I won't talk about this one too long because I have 2 other videos that are related to this movie, so I'll keep this one short. But I enjoyed how they made this movie kind of like a sequel and forgot about the rest of the movies. They kind of just jumped from the first one and moved on to this one. They had some jokes to lighten the mood and they were actually funny. And the ending was rather satisfying. So I would give this one a 7.5 out of 10. Number 8, A Star is Born. I really love this movie, mainly because of the music, but I'm also a Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga fan. There were some flaws in the story, but overall, I really enjoyed it. I would give this one a 7.5 out of 10 as well. Number 7, Deadpool 2. Like always, Deadpool kept me in stitches. He is hilarious. And I think the main reason why I think he's so funny is because he's very self-aware, and I love that in movies. For example, he referred to his enemy Cable as Thanos, which is played by the same actor, and I just think that kind of thing is hilarious. But other than that, I really enjoyed the story, and I really enjoyed that it's in the same universe as the X-Men. So I would give this movie an 8 out of 10. Next movie, number 6, Black Panther. This movie was groundbreaking. We never seen a black hero go this hard at the box office. I know he got a lot of help from the Avengers, but still, it is so cool to see. The story felt fresh and original. The character depth was lacking in some places, but overall, this movie was dope. I would give this one an 8 out of 10. Number 5, Ready Player One. This movie was awesome. I did not anticipate it being this good. It had tons of references, and I feel like if I watched it again, I would pick up on so many things that I didn't catch the first time. And even though it was set in the future, it had a lot of 80s references to movies and video games and things like that. So the nostalgia was real. And when films make references and things like that, that goes towards the self-awareness that I was talking about. I would also give this movie an 8 out of 10. Number 4, Mission Impossible Fallout. As far as Mission Impossible movies go, this is one of my all-time favorites. We got to see the team back in action. Even though that they're getting up there in age, they made it work. The story was sort of a continuation of the last movie, Rogue Nation, with a new twist. And Tom Cruise's stunts never ceased to impress. This movie is gonna get an 8.5 out of 10 from me. Number 3, WreckIt Ralph 2, also known as Ralph Breaks the Internet. This movie sort of reminded me of Ready Player One in the fact that the main characters had to jump from game to game to accomplish one single goal. And I loved all the references like viral videos, social media, search engines. The funniest thing was they referred to Disney, and they even had appearances like the Disney princesses, stormtroopers from Star Wars, and even Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy. The story was cute and it was very enjoyable. This movie gets a 9 out of 10 from me. Number 2, Avengers Infinity War. This movie was epic, with a capital epic. We saw more heroes in one movie than we ever seen before. Yes, Thanos kicked butt, but we knew that it had to happen for our heroes to emerge triumphant. And it definitely makes us want to see the next film. The effects were amazing, and they captivated you. This movie's gonna get a 9 out of 10 from me. Last but not least, my favorite movie of 2018, my favorite movie of the year, my number 1 pick. I'll just get on with it already. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. There is a lot to say about this movie, but I'm gonna try to keep it as short as possible. First, I wanna say that I loved the diversity in this movie. And that's what I like to see, especially from my superheroes. I think it's important to see heroes that look like you and are represented well on film. Not just a side character, not just a background character, the one that saves the day. But the thing is not to exclude other cultures. Having all these cultures in one that have the same significance. In this movie, the main character is a black kid, but it's not a black movie. Besides the cultural aspect, the animation was dope and it felt like a comic book. And I thought that was really refreshing. It's sort of like Scott Pilgrim versus the World. And it feeling like a comic book kind of goes with the self-awareness that I was talking about. This movie is gonna get a score of 9.5 out of 10 from me. I loved it. It was awesome. And that's my top 10 list of 2018 films. I also wanted to do some honorable mentions because there are movies that I really enjoyed but didn't quite make the list. And I'm gonna give them a score just like I did my top 10 list. So I really enjoyed Solo, A Star Wars Story. I'm gonna give that one a 7 out of 10. Ant-Man and the Wasp, another 7 out of 10. Isle of Dogs, a 7 out of 10. A Quiet Place, a 7.5 out of 10. Aquaman, a 7 out of 10. Equalizer 2, 7 out of 10. Tag, a 7 out of 10. And Jurassic World, The Fallen Kingdom, 7.5 out of 10. Like I said, I really enjoyed these movies, but they just could not make the cut. Here's some movies I really wanted to see, but I did not get a chance to in 2018. Mortal Engines, Creed 2, The Mule, Bohemian Rhapsody, The Predator, Robin Hood, Peppermint, Crazy Rich Asians, Widows, and Alpha. These are movies I'm gonna have to see at a later date. I know I've been doing a lot of lists, but this is my last list. Movies that I am pumped for 2019. Lego Movie 2, Shazam, Captain Marvel, Avengers Endgame, Spider-Man Far From Home, The Kid Who Would Be King, Us, and Alita. Like and subscribe if you liked my lists. Head down to the comment section. Let's talk about them. Let's talk about these films. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the new year.